Okay, Pakistan ke sab readers, thank you for listening to my interview, watching it and reading it, and I hope you get the time to go and watch our film, The Legend of Maula Jet, जो कि release हो रही है 13 अक्टूबर को.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the long-awaited big comeback is finally making big screens. What does Fawad Khan, the actor and the person, feel about making this big comeback in this big film?
I'll be very honest with you. I've lied to the rest. I'm just nervous, and that's it. Well, no, actually, I'm excited as well, but I'm more nervous than excited.
And what can fans anticipate from the new 2022 Fawad Khan on screen? What is the new cutting-edge performance that they can expect?
Wow, I've never analyzed myself like that. I'm sorry, I can't answer your question.
How is it different to any of your previous performances?
I think all my performances have been different from one another, unless you think otherwise. Yeah, I mean, this is starkly different because I think I never carry this much weight, and this is the first other language that I've spoken on screen, other than a little bit of English. But yeah. So.
And now that you've come back in your Lollywood re-debut, so to say, can one anticipate a Bollywood re-debut in any capacity at any point of time? Your fans across the world will love.
I've enjoyed a lot of love. I've enjoyed a lot of appreciation from fans in India, and they have my love and respect too. Unfortunately, the political situation is such that I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, is it? So I think the question should be put to the people who would make it happen. I've just done a digital series for an Indian platform, so yeah. I mean, whatever happened was unfortunate, and it can be hard to forget. But then I've enjoyed a lot of love as well, and a lot of support in that difficult time from India. So yeah, why not? But I think time will tell.
And how do you feel this role defines you as an actor?
Maybe my ability to tackle something outside my comfort zone.
And what next from Fawad Khan can fans expect? What's your next kind of big venture, or your next foray, so to say?
My next foray? I take things one day at a time. I've shot 2 other films, and they should be releasing shortly after Maula Jet. One's Nilofer, which is a home production. It's our first ever production. Me and a few friends got together and made a simple film. And the one after that is Faisal Qureshi's Money Back Guarantee. And then there's a project that I did with Asim Abbasi for an online platform. It's called Barzakh. So these 3 projects are something that you can look forward to.
And tell us a little bit more about this film and your role in it. How has it kind of changed you over the years? This film has taken a while in the making. How has it changed you as an actor, as a person?
As an actor and as a person. As an actor, I think changes, every role you do changes you a little bit, right? As a person, I think there was a lot of, it was a bit of a difficult time, which is, I think, a bit of a personal space that I don't want to get into, but yeah, it did change me in a lot of ways, that I didn't like.
So would you say this is your coming of age as an actor and as a person?
I don't know if Maula Jet did that.
But the time and the space?
The time and space maybe did that, and I still haven't matured. I think it's going to take me time,
it's a good space to be.
I know, actually, I don't think it's a really great space to be in because sometimes I think of myself as a Peter Pan. I gotta grow up someday. So
I think your fans wouldn't like you to. They'd like you to remain kind of in time and space as you are.
What, physically or mentally?
In both ways.
Well, physically I can't do anything about that. But yeah, I think there was a certain coming of age. I had realizations, and I had a lot of time to think, which isn't the best thing either. Too much thinking does you damage. So that is a different interview.
That's a whole different interview.
It is.
Coming back to Maula Jet, what was your equation like with your co-stars who were also your friends? How did that kind of materialize on screen?
Well, so Hamza, we were social acquaintances. We weren't really great friends, and we hadn't talked much. So most of our interaction was during the shooting of the film. And I think that kind of lent itself in a good way to our chemistry because we're playing the role of antagonists. As far as Myra and Mema are concerned, they are the other artists that I had performed with many years ago. And I think that comfort zone, again, helped in the kind of chemistry that we shared on screen. Faris was someone I did not know at all as well before this, but I was a big fan of his. I still am a big fan of his hip-hop music. And I've known Misha, but I had not really been introduced to Faris. And because we were playing, sort of like buddies, brothers in the film, I think it's the way he is. He's a very easygoing person, and that kind of made things really, really, really easy. So my interactions with Gohar I had known for a while. Gohar I had seen first, and I'd met him then when he did Anwar Maqsood Saab's 2 plays on theatres plays on stage, and I got to know him then, and I've known him since then, and I think he's a wonderful person. So I think all in all, most of the faces in this film were familiar for me, and it was working in a comfort zone, which did help me get through that difficult time as well.
And because the clock is ticking, my last few questions. Your biggest challenge with Mola Jat, your biggest takeaway, and your biggest kind of motivation to do this film?
My biggest motivation to do this film, I didn't think about it much. I just kind of just went in guns blazing. And this is one of the only projects that I really didn't think about much. The biggest challenges were learning Punjabi, the action sequences, and putting on the weight that I did, the physical transformation. My biggest takeaway, never transform yourself like that physically again.
And now that we've spoken about you learning the vernacular and learning Punjabi, could you speak to your...
Oh, I have amnesia. I've forgotten everything I learned.
Okay,
I swear to God.
Just a message for your fans in whichever vernacular you like, English or Punjabi.
Oh God.
This is okay, Pakistan.
Thank you guys. Okay Pakistan. Okay Pakistan ke sab readers, thank you for listening to my interview, watching it and reading it. And I hope you get the time to go and watch our film, The Legend of Mola Jat, जो कि release हो रही है 13 अक्टूबर को.
Thank you.
You're welcome.